Our Liverpool manager, Philip Walters, in TFSL, and I'm just going to really address some of the issues that come up on the panel show and about sort of my inactivity recently. Firstly, got to put my hands up to inactivity. I think I last posted my mid-season report on the 9th of October. So yeah, it's about 3.5 weeks of sort of no Facebook posts and nothing in the newsfeed really. I've of course been managing my team. There's been a lot of stuff going on with work, and obviously a personal life. I can't say it's any, nothing bad's happened, but sometimes you get busy, and even though it doesn't only take, it only takes a second, you forget things and they go. It's not to say I'm not interested in it, not at all. But one of the particular things I'd like to address is watching the panel show on things I completely do not agree with. I'm going to have a little bit of a bite here. I think it's what the game will want out of me. Firstly, criticisms of sort of where I'm at with Liverpool. I think Mick made a few points about sort of performance, or working at my team, looking at my tactics. If we look into facts, before the league result to Man City recently, I'd gone 18 league games unbeaten. There was a few draws in there, but by the by, that's 18 games without a loss. Also, I've only lost league games all season. Two of them are to Johnny at Man City. I mean, I've tried to compete. He's blown everyone away this year. I think I've been getting the brunt of the sort of test stick for people not doing well and list falling at Liverpool. I think that's because we're second. Really, I think the squad I've built is fantastic. It's a bit thin in terms of squad, sorry. The 11 I've built is fantastic. But, I mean, the way I see it is my target really this year as Liverpool, I guess, is top four. I mean, yeah, I wanted to win the league. I wanted to challenge more. But I'm in the top four. I'm fifth, a ridiculous amount of points from me. I got the 2 cup semis. I think really I'm having a good season. I generally do. I think it's Johnny's fantastic season that is making my season look a little bit worse. But I don't think you can argue with some of the stats involved there. It's hard to get into 2 semis, and keep sort of up in the league. I did make a decision sort of recently to play out my best team against Andy Roach, and again, I've not got enough credit for him. Probably managerially, in my opinion. I didn't expect to lose that. I put my first team out, full team. I didn't use subs actually. I know that was brought up by someone. I just wanted that first team on for the full game. I trusted them. I thought they were good enough to do the job. And yeah, he shot me and surprised me. But I guess in a way, it's not a massive game world surprise in the way that he's played with Huddersfield this year. But I mean, going forward, it is again. I suppose it is a bit of a flat season in terms of amount of both cups. I'm looking to secure a second. I still think I've built I've built the best starting 11 in the game world. Should have done a bit better with it. I want to say I'd like to be closer to City, but when I think that I'm second, got to 2 semis, and there's no chance of me really finishing outside the top 4, I'm mostly pleased with that. I mean, next year I'm going to be gunning for the title, but again, I think that the big 2 ways of looking at it is if you're saying my season's bad, then does Johnny not get enough credit? Because personally, I think he should. Because he won like 20 odd games in a row. That was ridiculous. I mean, I thought 18 games unbeaten was good. Obviously, that doesn't even scratch the surface of what City have done. But this is just me maybe coming back in, hitting back in, looking to be more active now. I have recently today, cut down on other game worlds because I just don't think. I think if you want to be committed in a game world, you can't have 5 that require you to be sort of doing things. So I have cut my game worlds, but TFSL is one I do believe in. I've done a lot of stuff for it. Like I say, I mean, 3 weeks ago, I wrote my mid-season report, and before that, there was a lot of things going in Facebook from me. So, it's 3.5 weeks of being quiet. I don't think that warrants me being called an inactive. And definitely from not the word go. I think I've always been posting things in the group. There's loads of photos of Neymar all over that group that I've posted, and Messi. So, I mean, that you can look back, but certainly ends up to being inactive for 3 weeks. Can't, that has happened. And I'm going to look to be better on that side. But I won't be changing tactically. Nick, I'm happy with the 4-2-4. It's got me results. The only thing, the loss is losing to Johnny twice in the league, and United was the other one, Dan Smith. The 5 draws. There's been some draws that have been a bit frustrating. Roach just took a point off me, which again frustrates me. But I all in all, if someone said to me at the start of this season, second place with 2 cup semis, I probably would have been happy with that. I'm not going to lie. But no, I mean, I wanted to chase him more, and I think it is disappointing. The gap is a bit embarrassing, I think, for all of us. But I certainly won't take the brunt of that gap, and I do think a lot of it is down to him having an incredible season. If he'd drawn 2 or 3 more games, there would have been a bit more in it for us. But he's lost 2, but other than that, he's just swiping everyone. And I think everyone needs to be held accountable for that in the league as well, because there's a lot of times. I mean, in the early game of the season, I was watching his results, and I just think a lot of lower teams not scrapping it out either. When you're down there, go defend. When I've been playing teams, and the ones I get draws against, there's a lot of defensive tactics in there. You can see there's slow passing. There's a lot of men behind the ball. It's been hard to break them down. And I've been watching a lot of his results early season, and I see these small clubs, and I'm thinking, go for the point, try and go, and they're just gone attacking, or just leaving some sort of formation with a normal flow. I mean, it's not fun way, but when you're playing a big gun, and certainly people have done it against me, throw everyone behind the ball, try and get that point off. But no, this is the message to say I am back, and hopefully now we'll push on for second. I'm going to be realistic. The title is gone now, but next season is the big one, and build a squad more than 11 is probably my weakest part. I think Johnny did make that point, which is right about. I've built a good 11, but I haven't really built a squad behind it. I mean, you've got Shaqiri and Robertson and things to come in, but I haven't got enough of them type players to be competing on all fronts. And that's it. TFSL, I'm back.